Hey, how's everybody doing? So today I'm going to be doing my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 video. I was tagged by Corey, the chief. So yeah, here we go. So my list is going to be a little bit different, just because, like, I don't really de-shave, and then Corey was just like, yeah, I kind of made the list how I wanted to, so that's what I'm going to be doing here too. So first 5. I'm going to be doing 5 razors, and I think everybody knows what razors I like. So currently, my collection of Max Sprecher razors is 5. I've made a few sales, and yeah, so I'm sitting at 5 razors right now. I will be getting a 6th one in, and then tentatively a 7th, seeing if I can make some sales on some stuff. So yeah, here we go. So the first razor, this is going to be the original of the bunch. This is my Max Sprecher. This is an 8/8 quarter hollow with abalone scales, with pink pearl and abalone inlay in the spine, as well as some file work on the tang. I forgot to mention Spanish point. So just an absolutely beautiful blade, and you can see that mirror finish that Max has on everything. So that is the first one. Next one is going to be my Sumi Nagashi. So this is an 8/8 near wedge, mother of pearl scales with gold lip, mother of pearl inlay on the scales. Absolutely beautiful Sumi Nagashi steel with a Hitachi #1 white paper core. Next one, this is going to be, oh, actually no, I have 6. One is getting honed right now. So that one's missing. Ironically, that is probably my favorite. But anyway, this is going to be the spike. So this is a 9/8 near wedge, slight smile, with these absolutely glorious white ribbon Awabi scales. And then I do have a little bit of file work on the tang right there. So yeah, this is a spike that always catches Corey. Just get good, man. No, just kidding. But yeah, my trick to shaving with spikes is I really don't treat the razor very special, I guess. I just kind of shave with it like any other razor. But next one up here, this is going to be, I named this one the Cockslayer 2.0. The 1.0 is up next. But this is a 9/8 plus near wedge. I think you're starting to see the trend here. It's got blue Paua scales with gold lip mother of pearl inlay in the tang and the spine. The blade is a Wade & Butcher inspired shape. So yeah, just absolutely beautiful. Oh, I forgot to mention, the spike is actually also a Wade & Butcher inspired shape. It's something along the lines of the like Ottoman. I can't remember it off the top of my head. It's very long, but it's a very cool profile. And yeah. Last one for, this bunch. This is going to be my Max Sprecher. This is a 9/8 plus near wedge with Paua scales, Paua tang inlay, and file work on the spine. And this one has a Spanish point. So the difference between a barber's notch and a Spanish point, a little subtle, but really they function kind of the same way, which is mostly when I'm doing the fool's pass. That's about it. I like to hold it like that. But aside from that, they pretty much function in the same way. But yeah, again, absolutely beautiful razor. I really cannot praise Max's work enough. He is, you know, truly a master of his craft. So, yep, that is my razors. Like I said, I'm missing one. I'm missing the MIDI. It is out with Max right now. I was trying to work on it and having a little bit of trouble. Figured it was something I was doing. So, yeah, just sent it back to him along with the my vintage Fyodor, which I actually haven't been able to show yet because, you know, I was having trouble with that edge too. So yeah, both of them are at Max. They should be coming back, maybe along with that new razor, which I will just keep kind of hush hush. But anyway, moving on. I'm going to be doing 4 soaps and a kind of honorable mention, which I will go with first. That's going to be the Cock soap. This is probably my absolute favorite soap in all of wet shaving. This is in Peter's, I think, the reformulation from the original Goat's Milk and Lanolin. So I believe he made 2 revisions before he made Kaizen. So this is in the first revision. But yeah, this scent, absolutely amazing. Yeah, so good. You know, it's just pineapple-y, tropical, a little bit cologne-y, like it's just beautiful. The reason this is an honorable mention is because this was a special for basically a group that I created in order to buy this soap. So it's not available, unfortunately. I am trying to talk Peter into doing a second release of this in Kaizen. I've talked about that before, but I would like to name it Cockzen. And then also, you know, maybe chatting with him about potentially adding it into the lineup. I don't know if that's the direction he wants to go, but I think it would be pretty sweet if, you know, everybody could at least get their hands on this scent. Maybe not with the label, but still. But yeah, absolutely amazing. If you can find some sorry soul who is willing to let go of this thing, and you know, I definitely recommend picking it up if you can find it in the wild. But yeah, so on to my real list. You know, I'm picking scents that I love, but really it's about the bases. So as long as you can get your hands on this base, seeing as scent is really an individual preference, that is mostly what I'm going with. So the first one I'm gonna go with is Signature from the club, or, you know, Ariana and Evans. But oh yeah, Signature is just absolutely beautiful. Sandalwood, tobacco, bourbon. You know, really just kind of the epitome of like a man scent, you know. But really, this stuff is incredible, smells amazing. But really, you know, Peter's base, fantastic. He's going to be moving everything up into Kaizen coming up here. So, you know, if you're not in a particular rush to pick up a particular scent, or maybe it's sold out, just be patient, and then he will be moving everything up into Kaizen. And Kaizen is personally my #1 base. So, yeah, really, really love the club. You know, I am very obviously an A&E fanboy. I'm very loyal to the brands that I enjoy. So, yeah, you're gonna see like a little recurring theme here. But anyway, moving on. Next one is going to be Ensign's Argumes from Grooming Department. This is in the Kairos space. You know, Kairos pretty much almost tied for my #1 along with Kaizen. Both bases absolutely phenomenal. I really like the scent on Ensign's Argumes. Kind of like a citrusy, like just very clean scent. But yeah, I really enjoy using Kairos. I really think it performs well with the water that I have out here, seeing as it's very soft. So I just get amazing, amazing performance out of this stuff. So Grooming Department, a little bit harder to come by, but if you can get your hands on it, you know, as long as it's in a scent you like, I guarantee you won't regret it. Like Kairos, stupid easy to use, just, you know, amazing. I kind of share this one with Corey, Barrister and Man Seville. I think that, you know, this is definitely like Barrister and Man's most popular, you know, if not, it probably is their most popular scent, for a good reason. It is just Nice, clean, classic. It's got citrus, it's got those herbs, a little bit of powderiness. Just very, very good. Really enjoy Seville. Kind of like Corey said, I plan on always owning Seville. It's just one of those soaps that I really can't see myself going without. Excelsior, also very top performer. Not quite as easy to dial in as Kairos, but getting along those lines of where you don't need to add much water in order to get a good shaveable lather. So definitely recommend picking up Barrister Man Excelsior. If you like citrus, barbershop style scents, then Seville is going to be for you. So yeah, really enjoy Seville. And last but not least, I am going with Declaration Grooming in collaboration with Chatillon Luxe. This is Gracia League Square in the Milk Steak base. And they did just restock this. You know, at the time of recording right now, I'm not sure if it's sold out. I did go ahead and buy another one because I really love this scent just so much. But Milk Steak, great, slick, pretty easy to lather up, much easier to work with than Icarus in my opinion, so I am glad that they introduced this base. But yeah, GLS, it's very complex. I couldn't tell you all the scent notes, you know, even if I wanted to. But what I get is a nice, like, it's a different kind of leather. It's not very pungent. It's not very dark. It's kind of more akin to maybe like a suede, so a little bit softer. And there's some sweetness. I know there's rose in here. And then, you know, some spiciness. So I know there is quite a bit of spices. It's kind of meant to replicate what it would be like walking through the market of Gracia League Square. So a lot of traders, you know, a lot of stuff like that. So this is just a very beautiful scent done by Chatillon Luxe, and the performance of the Milk Steak base is also fantastic. So, you know, I said I personally prefer all the Chatillon Luxe collaborations. It's pretty much all I own from Declaration, but you really can't go wrong with the base. So find a scent that you think you'd enjoy and give Milk Steak a try. Again, like I said with the rest, you probably will not regret it. Alright, so those are my 4 soaps. So now I'm going to move on to 3 brushes. So my first choice, I do have all my brushes just up here against the wall. But my first choice is going to be my Turn and Shave. This is my abalone brush. It was made to match the abalone razor, and in it I have a Elite Razor. I believe this is a 28 millimeter white Manchurian fan. This brush, I mean, Milton did an absolutely incredible job. I will not spoil this actually, so yeah, just forget that. But yeah, this brush, just phenomenal. It's got that abalone core in there. He did a beautiful job matching the pink pearl with this resin, and I really do enjoy these Elite Razor knots. They're not jelly, but they just they have nice soft tips, good backbone, good scrub, great flow through. So they're kind of like that good balance of like just everything, you know. If you're just looking for a knot that'll perform well, then these Elite Razor knots are a great option. I believe they're also not very expensive. So that is my first brush. My next brush is also going to be from Milton, but this one is slightly different. This is my pine cone brush. So this brush was done, the resin is from Deranged Donkey. So he put a pine cone into resin, and then you can see at the bottom a lot better. Yeah, this thing is just so cool. And yeah, so purple, a little bit of shimmer in there, just absolutely incredible brush. And then like I said, this one was turned by Milton as well. And then this has his V1 28 millimeter, probably one of my absolute favorite knots. you know, it's kind of hit or miss if these things got jelly or not, but really I kind of compare these almost to like a Declaration-esque knot. They're just very dense, excellent backbone. For me, I like a good amount of backbone, decent amount of scrub, you know, like it's not super scrubby, but it's not just overly soft. And then the tips, this one does get pretty jelly, so very nice. You know, this is just an absolutely incredible brush. If you can pick up a pour from Deranged Donkey, I strongly recommend it. And then with that, you just send it to your favorite brush turner. A lot of the times it does have enough resin for 2. So if you and a friend wanted to go in on a pour together, split the cost there, and then each have brushes made, you know, Sean Mason and I, my good friend, we have a few matching brushes, this being one of them, and then there's a few others, but yeah, that's the route I would suggest going, just to, you know, kind of save on costs. But you know, if that's not too much of an issue for you, then just go and get one. But last brush but not least, this is probably my favorite knot that I own, and this is going to be my Declaration B6 Magnum. Yeah, just incredible pour. I love the Jefferson shapes. I find them very comfortable. And then this resin, absolutely incredible too. And the B6 knot pretty much checks off all the boxes, like 100% for me, as far as backbone, scrub, density, you know, good, nice, like gel tips and flow through. Yeah, to me, this is pretty much a perfect knot, and an absolutely beautiful handle to go along with it. Brushes, picking 3 is pretty difficult, in all honesty. Basically all the brushes that I have at this point, I have a very like sentimental attachment to, so I really don't foresee my brush collection shrinking all too much. There are a few that I am looking to sell, but really, I mean, like, it's maybe about 3 or 4. So yeah, that's it for brushes. Moving along, gonna go with aftershaves. And like I said, this is more performance based, not so much the scent, but here it is again. Crash It League Square. This is actually probably one of the first like artisan aftershaves that I bought, because before this I was using I used Parasso at first, and then I used Razor Rock. You know, I don't know if you would consider Razor Rock an artisan or not. Technically I don't. They do get their stuff made by an artisan, but then they're technically not making their own stuff, so I guess it's artisan made, but like this is, you know, truly made from an artisan. And I haven't tried the toners. I know a lot of people prefer the toners, at least that I talk to. I do really enjoy his splashes though. I don't get a ton of burn from them, and because they're so concentrated, I have owned this thing for probably about 2 years. I'm about to kill a GLS soap, and I've been using this milk stick. So I do have GLS in Bison and in milk stick, and I use this one splash with both. And as you can see, it's maybe just a little bit less than half. So because of the way that the Chatillon Luxe splashes are designed, I think there is either no water, yeah, there is no water in here, so it's very concentrated. So a little bit goes a long way. You either add it to damp hands or a damp face, and yeah, it just does the job. Nice amount of skin food in it. It does leave my face feeling very good. I do have the toner for a different scent on the way, so I'm very interested to try that. I could be switching to the toners here right after that, but I am very happy with the way that the splashes perform from Chatillon Luxe. And I also like, you know, I'm a I love the pictures and the matchy and stuff, but I love that the design on these bottles isn't very logo heavy. So if you were to use this with a, you know, a non-matching soap, it really doesn't like look off, I guess. So that's another like big plus for Chateau Luxe. Aside from, you know, smelling awesome. But yeah, my other splash of choice is going to be Signature. I love this bottle. I really love the packaging on Signature, but Peter's performance of his splashes in general, very good. Rarely do I feel a lot of burn when I use his splashes. They just perform excellently. They smell very strong, however, so if that is you know, something you're sensitive to, I personally prefer it, because I may not have like a matching cologne or anything. So this can the splashes can almost double as a cologne. But if you are sensitive to scents, or maybe you work in an environment where a strong scent is not the best, then you can think about maybe diluting it. Or, I mean, in all honesty, the Ariana and Evans and Club, the post shave on his base, especially Kaizen, definitely good enough to forego any kind of post shave product. So you know, that also is an option. But yeah, if you either are okay with strong scents, or you are like me and you enjoy strong scents, you know, when I really like a scent, I obviously want it to be you know, very potent, then yeah, Peter splashes are definitely for you. And like I said, good skin food, good skin feel on the post shave. So yeah, could not recommend those two enough. Yeah, just excellent post shave products. And last but not least, I kind of didn't know what else to pick, so I'm going to go with a DE option, and I'm pretty much going to go with the only option I have, which is going to be Tatara Masamune Hybrid. So this has a Masamune base cap and a base plate and a Nodachi top cap. This leads to a neutral blade exposure. Don't really know what that means, but I guess it gives it a little bit more efficiency than a negative blade exposure. Don't really know what positive blade exposure means. I'm not a DE guy, you know, go figure. But this thing has been performing excellently for me. I'm very happy to own it, especially for times where I just need like a good quick shave. You know, I would have to get it on camera, but I have gotten like a sub 5-minute shave, you know, lathering up and everything with this razor. Very comfortable. I don't need to do a lot of buffing. I can just kind of go over once, a little bit like how I do my straight razor technique. And yeah, it works beautifully. I do currently have a feather blade. I did use it once. I do really enjoy it. I need to figure out like what blade combination works best for me. So far, the Nasset and the feather, I mean, like I kind of put them tied. They're both doing very well, but yeah. So my choice for DE, like I said, only one I own, but I did have a lot of people who use DEs on a regular basis and own multiple DEs tell me that Tatara would be like their #1 like go-to only razor. So yeah, Tatara is my choice for DE. Take that with a grain of salt. I'm not a DE guy, but yeah. So that is my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 of shaving. As far as tags go, I'm really not too sure if I'm accidentally gonna double tag anybody, but I'm gonna go with Spencer Frankel because he's back doing videos. So your tag, buddy. I'll let you know. And then I'm not too sure who to tag. I'll figure it out, but I'll message them. But so far, it's only Spencer. But yeah, I'll figure out someone else to tag. But anyway, thanks for watching if you made it to the end. Hope to catch you in the next one. It's super hot, as you can tell. I'm kind of sweaty, but whatever. So yeah, I will see ya.